Now, there's such a thing in quantum, and I'm not going to get into this very long because I know about this much and I'll sound really stupid if I go too far. But I know enough to be dangerous. And what I know is there's an error rate in quantum computing that has to be lowered over time through the amount of calculations it does. So it needs more and more and more data to lower the calculations before an accuracy point. And if I understood it correctly in layman's terms, there's a point in the line where AGI occurs when the error rate reaches a point where the literal agent, the information, can become sentient in its learning, right? And so with these engines piling on all this information and moving mass adoption, what they're doing by everybody making images, videos, using AI, playing with these GPTs is we're training it. We're training it to become smarter. Amazon's training theirs to become smarter. All the algos are training them to become smarter, which is both an awesome opportunity and very scary at the same time, if you've ever seen Terminator. Because like August 29th, 2025 had just passed was when it became sentient, and then all hell broke loose when Skynet went live. But as we keep to train this, it is a dynamic, growing. However, there are fundamentals of its data it's looking for to, in essence, meet audience information. And since I'm selling information whose connectivity to that information is a physical product that is delivered, it's no different than someone who's just selling information to the AI. Okay. And in that way, it is dynamic. But once it's dialed into the audience, once it knows the customer need and intent that is already driving this demand for that product, somebody who wants ice cream machines 1 million times a year, it knows who they are, what they were going to buy, what they might buy now and buy in 3 years. It already knows what their favorite color is, where they live, how many social media posts they've made, who their uncle, cousin's brother, second, third person is. And it has all that scary information about all of our profiles. And it is becoming more and more intelligent as an advertising machine, to the point where, if you've seen Minority Report with what's his face, where he's like walking around, and it's all, yeah, we're headed there. I don't know how to say it any differently. It's the best way to kind of people to get their mind around where this is going. Super smart, intelligent machines and marketing engines that are putting that product right in front of you. So the product itself and the desire and demand is a stagnant river, okay, flowing through Amazon's river, but it's also a data filing cabinet of information that is adapting and changing based on what's in demand, based on what is being innovated in that demand. And once you fit into that data, hold on, because these systems can go fast with you. They can go extremely fast.
And you know what? You bring a very good point, because we're all connected to many devices. You have Google Home at home, you've got Alexa, you've got your phones, you've got your tablets and computers.
We're feeding millions of data points a second into these engines.
I'm assuming all the data points are fused together to form that intent from all these devices.
100%. So they can go into Amazon, and what it's doing now is it's basically making logical conclusions. For example, if I go in and I say, I'm looking for a dog carrier, well, the logical outcome it already understands is if I want to carry a dog, there's a good chance I'm going to the park, I'm taking it to a vet, I'm doing other cases. It already makes the known. So it has an intent. So what would it do with that intent? If you buy that product, it knows you're most likely going to use one of 59 different things that carrier can do. And then it's going to start presenting you with all the product outcomes that match that intent.
That's right.
Right? So you're like, well, I got the carrier to carry my dog around because I didn't want it walking on the ground when I take it to the vet. So then it's going to start showing you vet medicine and pet supplements, because it knows that most likely you're doing that, or it's going to show you other intent. And then as you signal that intent, it will start dialing in which particular reason why you bought that product. And it will simply show you more of those customer needs and customer intent products. It's a very crazy system, actually. Absolutely. All of it.
And for the individual user out there who are not necessarily from the generation of saying, connected is okay, they may consider it like freaky almost to some extent.
Well, and I do too to some degree, but I'm also fascinated by its possibilities. At the end of the day, this is a business that, when done correctly, it can transform your life. It is a business that creates opportunity, sustainability, 24/7, 365. I'm making sales when I'm asleep, when I'm on vacation, right? I'm building an asset, right? I'm building a business that is a saleable asset in the end. More than likely, it's worth more in the end than at any time when I was building it. And it becomes predictable in its growth cycle because it's just a series of data and data tracking and data identification, so much so that we built tools and algorithms to show us exactly the customer needs and intents and cross them over with the most profitable outcome. So I can remove the stress, the volatility, the sales issues, and simply go to market with those products and validate, is my data better than theirs? Out of that, I've created financial freedom. I've got a lot more time with my family. I've got confidence in the model and repetition of the model. And those are all very wonderful things to have in business.